Hey everybody, how you doing? I did a ocean resin pour here on a 9-inch round board. I sanded it down and put some tape on the bottom to protect it. I'm using metallic blue, ocean green, and warm gray, and the cast and craft white pigment. And I have real sand from the San Diego beach. You can use glue all or you can use a tacky glue. I was going so fast, I have to talk so fast in this. Oh my gosh. So I just used two paint brushes, one big one to get it on fast, and then the small one to get in the little nook there on the side of the frame. And yeah, I just like to paint the board first. That way, if your resin doesn't get in the area, it's not, bald in that area or showing the paint underneath. It just helps it. I'm really pleased with this painting, the outcome of it. I was very happy with it. That casting craft will help you to get cells and just realistic looking waves. I ordered that off of Amazon. You can find that on Amazon. I should have actually done my sides first, and well, not really, because I had to see where I was. That's right. Shouldn't have been so picky with the top first, just to get the sides and then smooth out the top. I've done two of these already. I've done a clock, but my waves were just not the hottest on that one. But I did a big, like 16-inch round also. I have. That turned out pretty good. I wish I would have known about that white paint then, because now I'm going to really enjoy this. I don't really like them with a whole bunch of waves. I think I like just a little, not a whole lot, to where it's just covered with foam and water. I don't particularly care for it. I like a little bit. So I let that dry for about an hour, the warm gray, and then I applied glue all and put on my sand. And I let that dry for about 2 hours. And put my glue on. Put it on rather thick, not real thin. I want just a good coat of it. Pat it down a little bit. Shake it off. And just get my sides there. Just let that dry real good. I like using the real sand because I think it looks so realistic. Well, because it is. It's real sand, but you know how in the ocean there's like seaweed and all kinds of stuff laying around. So I like that little darkness in there. Lay out your shells where you want them first. Just this just holds them in place. The hot glue gun. It was hard doing that with the gloves. Pull off all those little strings from the glue gun. There we go. Just showing them to you before which ones I chose. Using the clear epoxy resin from the epoxy resin store. There is a discount code in my description if you're ever interested. So I covered the whole surface first with the clear. I just made sure to get my edges. Wasn't worried about wasting too much resin here because I wanted to make sure it was really thick. Real thick. There's my metallic. I didn't make it real dark. I really didn't want it real dark. I used a lot though. I poured way too much on. I wasted a lot there. It's all good though. Better to have more than not enough resin, that's for sure. Because you will hit the surface of your board and then you won't. It will burn it. You'll see burns. Just kind of blending that in a little bit with the blue. Kind of tone down that green a little. My wave. This is where I was excited because I wanted to see that stuff sell up, and sure enough, it did. I didn't even have to use the torch afterwards, but that's a technique people will do just to kind of help it sell up a little bit. But I didn't even have to. The heat gun did it on its own. Then just hit it real hard, real quick with the torch. And smoking don't mean it's burning, it's just hitting it. Make sure you wear a respirator mask, always with resin. I have a medical one. I don't use the real good ones yet, which I really should, but they're kind of expensive, so I'm waiting. I'm trying to save on that a little bit. But look how that just kind of right away, you don't even have to do anything to it. So cool. So nice to have that happen because that was always my hardest part, getting my waves to look foamy or, cool. Decided I needed a little bit more because I didn't want all of the sand full of it, but just a little bit. I just didn't want to overdo it. That was The one thing I told myself ahead of time. There we go. So that just turned out beautiful, I think. It's so pretty. Just put a little bit more in there. Because as it settles, it kind of moves its way down some too. That was it. I was super happy with it. So I was just showing it to you. And then I was just going to let it settle for about 5 minutes. And then I'll show you how pretty it turned out. Now I have it on regular speed here. We can take a look. It's pretty. That's beautiful. I'm very happy with it. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching, guys. Have a great weekend.